Yes, people. Waffle Don in the building. We saying, people, where's my mic, man? Oh my gosh, what a mistake. Hold on a sec. I'm getting my microphone, people. Don't watch that. I can't believe it. Hold on a sec. Schoolboy error. Schoolboy error. But it is what it is. We do what we do. Hold on a sec. Let me just attach my microphone. I hope everyone's well today. Oh, God. Be with you in 2 minutes. Totally forgot to plug my mic in, and it wasn't in the right place anyway. This is what we do, people. This is what we do. We do make mistakes. We're human beings. Anyway, right, mic's plugged in. Let me see if it's set. Yeah, that's a bit better now. Wow, only took me a few minutes. Only took me about a minute to sort that out. That's how good it was. But I hope everyone's having a good day. It's one of them days today. It's rainy outside, no sunshine, typical English weather, as per normal. But anyway, it is what it is. But today, we're going to delve into the game last night. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game. But first and foremost, I'm going to see what Arteta said on his on the Arsenal website first. And I just want to read out what he said on the site to see if I actually agree with any of the stuff that he's put on there anyway. So hopefully everyone can see. So let's have a read. So Arteta speaks on the press after a thrilling 3-2 win against Chelsea. Let me make that a bit bigger. So he's praised the players for the performance in the game. We've just played against a really good opponent. Yeah. We had the feeling at the end after the 1-3 in a very dominant period that we had in that time that we had two massive chances to score the fourth one. The result would have been very different. But in that moment, they had an action. They created a corner. They scored a goal and it's game on. So that feeling is not perfect. Victor Gyokeres, insistence. Yes, for a lot of other things that he's done, it's exactly the same. I think he has a really good performance overall. I think what he brings to the team, it's a lot. Sometimes I understand that people cannot appreciate it. We certainly do that. On the top of that, he got rewarded. It's another big step, and it's just half time. You know, the big fight that we're going to have back at the Emirates in a few weeks' time because they're a top side. Ben White, said it many times. Ben White, what he's done in the last few weeks, but what he's done for us in the last few years, he's shown that in various contexts that he's a player that's going to give absolutely everything for the team. That he's always there. He's someone that you can count on. He should be going to England, in my opinion. I think tonight is going to the World Cup. I think tonight he's done what he has to do. And if our throwing coach has a say in one of our goals tonight, I don't know anything about that. Zubamendi's goal. I think that when we talk about Zubi's, what else can he do? He can do whatever he wants. It's a bit similar to Declan's qualities. We just have to keep unlocking that in his system, in his brain, because he's so good at occupying different spaces, carrying the ball, dribbling, winning duels, and has a talent when he gets into the final set and into the box. He's so composed. He sees the picture very clear. The picture actually is clear sometimes. I know the parts of the pitch and what he's done today. I think he's phenomenal. Not only the goal, but the performance as well. On the gap between tonight final, I don't know. In 20 minutes, I'm going to start thinking about the Nottingham Forest and start to prepare. Everybody needs to recover tonight, rest. What does this do for our momentum? Really good, because it's a really tough place to come. They're top side, and when you watch them live as well, the quality that they have, they open up in the second with the quality that they have is impressive. So that's what I really value, what the team has done. So that was Arteta's press conference, and I'll be honest with you. I probably agree with majority of that. The paper's out. I've got my paper out. I've been taking some notes. I was taking some notes. I've not watched too many. I watched the catch up. Big up to the catch up as always. I watched them last night. I heard everyone talking on there. It was really good. Especially my boy Catch. I think he made some very valid points. And I watched Loose Cannons today. Big up to my boy Justy from Fanzone as well. Nice to see him getting his flowers and getting on bigger channels as well. So yeah, the game gonna watch along with Cape. Big up to Cape as Balzer as well. The game, I thought it was a really good game. End to end, both teams. I knew Chelsea were going to come at us. Yeah, I knew Chelsea weren't going to. It doesn't matter what personnel Chelsea has now these days. They got decent players in their team that's going to give you, you know, a decent fight. And this game, they were without Reece James, Caicedo, Gusto. Obviously Lavia, he's nowhere to be seen in it. I'm trying to think who else. Palmer as well. They had quite a few key players out in their first team, and yet they were still able to, you know, maneuver the ball from the back, kind of like bypass the midfield as well. Because the midfield for me today, I don't know. It was just a battle in midfield. I think they loaded the midfield with an extra midfielder that made it tough for us. And it was able to, you know, I thought in terms of ball at the feet, I think Chelsea were the better team. I thought they played the ball around very well. I think we were happy. I don't know if we were happy to give up possession to Chelsea, but it happened that way anyway. And I think Chelsea were decent. You know, they didn't really cause too much problems in the first half. After 7 minutes, Ben White, we got a corner, crossing from Declan Rice. Header from the corner. Could the goalkeeper have done better? Possibly Sanchez could have done better. Maybe got distracted. But there's the controversial moment as well. Why was this goal allowed and why wasn't the goal at goal against City, goal against Newcastle allowed the other day? Yeah, it's all controversial moments and stuff like that. I get it, but I don't really care about Newcastle, Man City. But I see the comparisons with both goals. Both goals should have been allowed, in my opinion. When I saw the City game yesterday, that goal, that should have been a goal because the goalkeeper weren't getting nowhere near it. Same as Gyokeres, where he's just run with the player. He's not really in the way, is he? It's just whether that is it offside? Is he offside? Is he interfering play? Which I don't think he was. I think we looked all right, but I wasn't overly satisfied with the game that we played yesterday. I know we opened them up, but after that, you know, it's almost like, you know, Chelsea wanted it more. We couldn't really create that many chances in the first half. I can't remember, apart from the Gyokeres shot past the post where he's had a good touch. He's moved, shifted his body, and he's hit it wide. Saliba with that shot outside the box, which has just gone over the crossbar. I didn't think there may have been some more chances as well, but I can't really think of anything else that we did in the first half. Tried to get the ball to Saliba and Trossard, but I just feel sometimes with Trossard and Saka, I think they try to do too much. They try to do too much, and I don't know. It's strange, yeah, because when you look at the game, yeah, Esteval was always just him and Timber, yeah. But Trossard, he looked like he was doubled up on. Saka looked like, well, Cucurella can usually handle Saka anyway, in my opinion, anyway. But what we usually get doubled up on, but I didn't see Esteval getting doubled up on yesterday. And that would probably usually be maybe Zubamendi's job or maybe Rice. I'm not too sure. But it just was one of them games, man. Like, although the result was okay, the result was just that. It was just an okay result. The highlight for me was Gyokeres yesterday. I thought he was man of the match. I don't think he's answered his critics fully, but I did say that, you know what, yeah, I hope he scores. Yeah, and he did score. And he also assisted a goalie as well. He might all play today and be crap on the weekend, yeah. But for me, what he showed last night was a bit of character, especially when Saka didn't pass the ball first time. You know, that little, you know, I like seeing all of that. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no more Mr. Nice Guy. I want to see like Gyokeres. I want to see what you're like when you're angry. Yeah, I know, you know what I mean? A lot of you Eastern European man, well, I don't even know if it's Western European or wherever they are, yeah. I know some of you man are humbled in Sweden and all them places there, yeah, but I needed to see the dog, yeah. And I saw a bit of that yesterday and I liked it. But yeah, concerns again, missed opportunities. You know, Gyokeres, you know, gets on the end of his goal, you know, good cross by Ben White. Another goal, an assist from Ben White. And Gyokeres just bangs it in the net, you know. Sanchez, thank you for the gift, yeah. Thank you for the gift. But yeah, we score, and it's 2-0, and you're thinking, you know what? Let's just get another one and kill this game. Let's just kill this game. And I say on the stream yesterday, Garnacho better not come on and do nothing here. What does he do? He comes on. Hold on, did we go 3-0 up? Was it 2-0? I can't remember now. I'm baffled. I think Garnacho scores, isn't it? No, we went 3-0 up, didn't we? Zubamendi scores. And then Garnacho scored after that, innit? Yeah, so great goal by Zubamendi. Great finish. That was a really good goal. And once again, you know, Gyokeres is doing his little outside of the foot, little cute one. And yeah, we go up 3-0. Their goal, man, their first goal, that annoyed me, bro. That really annoyed me. I need to see the actual goals again, just the sequence of the goals, because I might be wrong. Hold on. Let me just check. So yeah, sorry. Garnacho scored after Gyokeres, sorry. So yeah, 10 minutes after, you know, Garnacho, he's just got plenty of space in it in the box, ball, corner. It's not dealt with properly. Oh, someone crossed it in, I can't remember. I thought Ben White should have done a bit better in that position. I thought he could at least got his head to the ball, but he didn't get his head to the ball. And I was just a bit annoyed. And then, then the ball just drops to Garnacho, yeah? And then you're thinking, don't get beat on your near post. And what happens? Man gets beat on his near post. Kepa, seriously, man. And now you're just like, here we go. It's 2-1 up. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea now, crowd going, you know, emphasis now, you know, they're up for it now. You can see it, you know, Chelsea are passing the ball much better. They're up for it. And yeah, Zubamendi scores to make it 3-1. And that was a great goal, as I said. turns two players, turns them, and just bangs it left foot. Beautiful finish. As Arteta said in his press conference, he sees the picture clear. Zubimendi sees the picture. That's what he was describing when he scored his goal. So, yeah, you're thinking now, you know what? Let's go and kill this game now, yeah? Because you know what? 3-1, 2-1, 3-1, that's cool. We can take that game back to the Emirates, innit? And then what do? We go and bloody concede again in the 83rd minute. Garnacho again. This time he's kind of done a shot that's bounced. Gabriel had a chance before that as well with the header where he headed it down. He headed it down too much. Got too much on the head and it bounced. The ball bounced over the crossbar. I felt that should have been a goal. I felt he should have finished that. We had Marino with the chance as well where he's just hit a lovely volley and beautiful save. Beautiful save from Sanchez as well. Sanchez, he does all the hard things good, but the easy things he doesn't do. You know what I mean? So the goals we conceded, he could have done so much better. But our goals we couldn't score, he was brilliant in terms of making saves. So the second goal was a bit of a it was a bit painful, that second goal for me. And I don't know. Could Saliba have done more? Could he have thrown himself in front of that ball to head that ball away? Because I just saw him just go like that. I've seen it again, and I've just seen him just go like that. Could he have headed that ball? Where was Kepa in that situation? I think Kepa was quite crowded out. Gabriel, I think, was on the line as well. I just felt once that goal went in and we didn't score another goal, 3-2, I just think that's a delicate scoreline to take back to the Emirates. We can go by past history. You know, 9 games, they've not beaten us. Our record at Emirates has been really good. I get it. And I still say that I don't think we will lose any games at the Emirates, but it's too much of a slim margin for me. Hold on a sec. It's too much of a slim margin. We should have been, and we've given Chelsea hope. And that's one thing you don't do with a top team like Chelsea, is you give them hope. Because the next game we play the Emirates, I'll tell you that now, yeah, it's going to be difficult. And we concede an early goal, then it's going to be game on. And you will see the nerves. You will see the nerves develop. If we concede the early goal, you will see the nerves. We've just set up this game. And this is the thing with Arsenal, yeah, is that sometimes we're just not ruthless enough. Let's be honest with ourselves, yeah? We're not ruthless enough. And I can sit here and pretend to be overly confident that we will beat them at the Emirates, yeah, and tell all the rivals that we'll beat them. But I'll be honest with you, man. That one goal lead is not. It's not something to be boastful about, in my opinion. You know, because anything can happen. A penalty given away early, you know, a free kick by Reece James. Because remember, Reece James, Caicedo, Palmer, they may be back for those games. And then suddenly the Chelsea team, the Chelsea team will be looking different. It all depends on February the 2nd or February the 3rd when the game is, because we don't know who's going to be back or who's going to be injured. So let me just reserve my thoughts right now, because we don't know how both teams will be looking. There could be major injuries. There could be no injuries. We don't know. Positives I take out of this game: Gyokeres scored, got an assist. Ben White, he played well, played decent. There was an element of an open game, But we knew Chelsea weren't going to sit back. Chelsea are one of those teams, that they got pride. They're the Blues, isn't it? So they're going to have pride in their team. They're going to want to fight against us. And that's what they did, and they'll be hoping and they'll be like, well, we haven't got our big guns out yet. So, they'll be satisfied with the game they had yesterday. They'll be very happy. But yeah, we must, come February the 3rd, because we need to get to this final. Everyone's that's been calling for this player back and this player back. Bro, I just want the player that's going to score the goals and that's going to win us the games. I don't care who it is, whether it's Gyokeres, whether it's Havertz, whether it's Jesus. I just want the players that are going to do the damage. Shout out to Zubimendi as well. I thought he was good yesterday. He is that player that you don't often notice, but he does a lot of the groundwork. He makes a lot of groundwork. He gives our players license to maneuver. I thought Odegaard again. People gonna hate me for what I'm gonna say. I don't think he was that good yesterday. I don't think he was that good. I felt that some tackles again, he went into really I'm not expecting him to be jumping in hard to tackles, but bro, when you're trying to tackle like that, what does that tell me? But shout out to Gary in the building, man. DWT team. When you're doing tackles like that, what is that, man? What is that? Professional football, when you have an expectation, of players, the bar's going to be raised, isn't it? And I'll talk about Saka as well, because Saka and Odegaard are in this conversation with what I say as well. I need Saka's 6 and 7s to be 8 and 9s every week, because I defend you a lot. I often defend you a lot, but I need more. I need more, Saka. I need more from you. I need more. Definitely need more from you. But you know what? We still got another chance, to go to the Emirates, to do what we do, to beat Chelsea, to put a marker down and get into this final. But we need to be better. I think we need to be better. And we need to just shut down games, first round, instead of all of this nonsense. Because when we go to the Champions League, it's going to be similar to this. I'm not saying the same levels, but it's going to be similar. If you don't put teams away in the first round, especially in the knockouts, you're going to get punished. And we did that against Real Madrid last season. But we need to do that against Chelsea, and we need to finish them off in the game at the Emirates. We scored 3 goals at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, but we need to do that again. We need to do that again. We know where their weaknesses are. Their defense is absolutely crap. Their goalkeeper, I do rate Sanchez to a certain point, but he can get got out. They're weak on set pieces. But sorry, our defense on set pieces yesterday wasn't great either. I didn't think we was great at all. So yeah, we just got to do better. Player ratings. Let's do some player ratings quickly. I wasn't going to do it, but let's do some player ratings. And I haven't put the team up yet, so let me just try and do that. If you're in the video, make sure you like the video, people. That's all you can do. That'd be nice of you guys to do that. It's funny because I've not really been doing a lot of Arsenal content recently. Timber as well. Timber. Oh, my nose is itchy. Timber. I thought Esteval played. I thought Esteval got at him a few times, I'm gonna be real. I don't care if people say that it's not his usual position. Yeah, he can play along that back line. I thought Esteval got him a few times. You know, I thought Esteval was brilliant. Sometimes you can just hold it up and just say, you know what, man played well. Sometimes you got to just like, okay, you know, he's a special player, man. He's a special player. I don't see him staying at Chelsea for forever though. I really don't. He's going to go for a lot of money as well. He will go for a lot of money. Let's just, I'll share this while I'm just building up as well, people. Let's go. So, we've got Zubi. We've got Forest as well on Saturday as well. Make sure you're here for the watch along on Saturday as well. We've got Rice here. Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard. And Yok. Okay, so let's do some ratings. Okay, so Kepa in goal. I'm gonna give him maybe for the 2 goals we conceded, there's not much really he could have done. The first one he was crowded. He wouldn't have saved that one. And the second one, actually, no, he's at his near post. He's got to score that. So, and it was a good goal by Garnacho. Don't get it twisted, but he needs to save that first one. So, he's going to get a 6. Yeah, I'll drop off a point for that. Oh, did I put 4? I don't know where 4 come from. Let's put 6. Ben White, goal and assist. I thought he got caught out a few times though at the back. I thought he was all right. Shout out to King KO in the building. I thought he was all right. I thought he done well. So I'm gonna give him a 7. Let's give him a 7. Saliba. He done all right. He done all right. I thought he could have done better on that second goal though, man. I thought if you'd have probably, I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh, but I thought he could have done much better on that that ball that Garnacho shot and it bounced. I'll give him a 7 as well. Gabriel, he was half decent. I'll give him a 7 as well. Timber, done all right, but he got a yellow card, stupid yellow card towards the end of the game. There were some times where I needed him to play the obvious pass, but sometimes he just I don't know with Timber, man. Sometimes he's just a little bit annoying, man. But he's been decent. He's been very good this season, but he's going to get a 7. Zubimendi scored a beautiful goal. Was everywhere, all over the pitch. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm just going through these quick people because I've got to take lunch. Rice, I don't know if Rice had one of his greater games, you know. He got an assist, but I don't know. Every time I was looking at the midfield yesterday, yeah, it just looked like there was a hole in that midfield, man. It's just like a hole. And Chelsea just seemed to just exploit that more time. So he's going to get a 7. Odegaard. I don't know, man. I don't think he played that well yesterday, and it's not an agenda. I just don't think he was that good yesterday. So I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a 6. I don't think he was that great yesterday. Saka, another one. You know what? You did try to get past your man a few times. You know, you played the pre-assist to Ben White. But it just wasn't. It just. I don't know with Saka sometimes, man. There's games where it's just too much. It's just not coming off for him. Did he have any shots? There was a couple of times he beat Cucurella, but I don't think he had any shots. And I think he needed to do a lot more in this game, so he's going to get a 6. Gyokeres, he's getting a 9. I thought he was excellent yesterday. My man in the match. You know what I mean? The goal and the assist and his overall work yesterday. I appreciated it. So I'm going to give him a 6. I'm sorry, a 9. Trossard done a few good things in the first half. Picked up that silly yellow. You know, he's got that trademark in it, and he just turns a man inside out. Pause. But I don't think he had one of his greatest games either. So he's going to get a 6 as well. Yeah, you lot might think the ratings are harsh, but you know what? When you're at the top, you still got to criticize, man. You got to be critiqued. So Gyokeres, man of the match, followed by Zubimendi. And yeah, definitely could have done better. Definitely could have done better. But let us know what you thought of the game, people. Yeah, in the comments, man. It was a good game, end to end. But I'm still. I think the main thing for me is that we got through the game with no injuries, and yeah, we're still a goal up in it. So I'll take that for now. But anyway, people, man, it's just a quick one. Well, it's gone over 30 minutes. Let us know what you think about the game in the comments. Let us know if you think we'll get through to the next round. Is it going to be a challenge getting through to the next round back at the Emirates? Or is it going to be light work? Let us know your thoughts and stuff, yeah, because I do still believe that Chelsea feel that in this game. But anyway, people, yeah, it's a wrap. Take care of yourself. Have a good afternoon, and we are out. Peace.